Banks and ATMs run dry. Some banks put up notice saying RBI has not dispatched currency notes. Hello and welcome to ISTV English News Bulletin. I'm RK Primrose and let's see the news in detail. Chief Justice of Manipur High Court Justice Rakesh Ranjan Prasad has said that many cases are lying pending in court as police do not submit charge sheet in time. He further said experts have begun to guide the lawyers of Manipur to help resolve criminal cases in time. He made this statement while attending the inaugural function of a two-day workshop on advocacy skill and mediation technique held at the auditorium of Manipur High Court today. The workshop is jointly organized by Manipur Legal Services Authority, Manipur Judicial Academy in association with the Indian Institute of Legal and Professional Development. Justice N. Koteshwar, Sanjeev Sachdeva and K.H. Nabint also attended the inaugural function. Chief Justice Rakesh Ranjan Prasad maintained that punishing an innocent person due to erroneous trial and judgment is the biggest crime of all.
You would not be handling effectively, then the innocent person who is being prosecuted on the wrong charge, you may not defend him. And if innocent person is convicted, there cannot be a worse thing than this. So we do have a full team of 15 members of legal at the Institute of Delhi. They are engaged in it. They go to the different corner of the India, they train the lawyer, they sharpen their skill so that they in better manner handle the case. Basically, reason is that the police is not submitting charge sheet within time. That's the reason, main reason, which I felt. So, we have taken up the matter, PIL, and we are monitoring it.
As observed across the world, the Handicap Development Foundation Manipur, Welfare Association for the Blind and Saksham Manipur Prant in collaboration with the Manipur State Legal Services Authority jointly organized the International Day of Person with Disabilities 2016 at Manipur Press Club today. It was organized on the theme Achieving 17 Goals for the Future We Want. State Commissioner of Person with Disabilities Dr. R.K. Kumarjeet, Chairman of Manipur State Commission for Women Dr. K. Sobita, President of Amju Wangkimcha Samjai, Chairman of Handicap Development Foundation Manipur Dr. C.H. Rupachandra, Vice President of Saksham Manipur Prant Thangjam Sharat, Member of Manipur State Legal Services Authority C.H. Momon, President of Welfare Association for the Blind Y. Brajamohan attended the event. Secretary General of Handicapped Development Foundation Manipur Dr. Sapam Jasubanta said, to bring peace, harmony and development in the state, the differently able person need to be treated equally like the normal beings. Chairman of Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights S. Sharat Kumar has categorically stated that the theme given by the United Nations in connection with the observance of the International Day of Persons with Disabilities will be achieved if people and CSOs, not only the department, observe the day earnestly. He stated this at a function held to observe the International Day for Persons with Disabilities at the Ideal Blind School, Takil today. The observance was organized by the Social Welfare Department, Government of Manipur. Headmaster of Deaf and Mute School, K. Tuleshwar, and Deputy Director of Social Welfare Department, Dilip Kumar, attended the observance. Speaking at the function, Shanti Kumar said, since the Government of Manipur takes disability as a very important issue, the Department of Disability has been open. He opined that various vocational training programs will be organized to help the differently able persons to expose their latent skills and talent so that they would be able to stand on their own feet like normal people in future.
Health sector is the version teacher Matanjana, Machu, Chinjak Chadana, Mahaku, chef delivery or in the hospital, Vajana, Nang delivery to Hondana, Toragadi, Masigi, almost preventive parts, Yamna Hena, Natupang,
On the other hand, as part of observance of the International Day of People with Disabilities, a 3-day 4th Winter Disabled Mela for Inclusive Society has begun on the premises of Tera Primary School today. It was jointly organized by the Relief Center for the Welfare of Differently Able Persons, Manipur, State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, Manipur, and Northern Disability Institute, Manipur, Commissioner of Persons with Disabilities, Manipur, Dr. R.K. Kumarjit, former President of Relief Center for the Welfare of Differently Able Persons, C.H. Upendro, District Social Welfare Officer, A. Kameshwar, and National Awardee L. Amarendra Sharma were the main guests at the observance. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. R.K. Kumarjit said, observance of the day was decided by UNO in 1976, and observance of the day started from 1981 on the theme Equality and Opportunity.
Social welfare thalaga social welfare PWD raga tender taraga mo semba dauni paisa maktudi social welfare gi minda tharpo ragodo mali adu hujik pu paisa du khadai lai ba khamjade sumna tawna paisa di thai phajana tawi adu different adu atopa state khara highway in ba mathau to min state khara gi di amuksu hadana thai utilization certificate yawda ba thai.
The salaried class of Manipur are in distress. Banks and ATMs have run out of cash. Today, some banks were found putting up notices stating that RBI has not dispatched currency notes. There was no payment of salary on Friday due to the cash shortage hitting banks hard after the demonetization. It could be the same again as many small businessmen also wait to pay their employees who have no use of checks or cards. Employees of both the government and the private sectors are suffering as the cash-strapped banks and offices cannot pay them. However, the banks are accepting deposits of all sorts. The Manipur government sought more of rupees 100 notes to tide over the situation. Quoting statistic, RBI sources and all Manipur Bank Employees Association said that adequate quantity of rupees 100 and smaller denomination notes were allocated to Manipur. However, there was still an acute shortage of these smaller denomination notes, as reports said that through manipulation these notes were being made available to money lenders. As it is almost impossible to withdraw even rupees 2,000 from the banks and ATMs, many who need substantial amounts for urgent medical and other requirements are compelled to borrow huge amounts of rupees 2,000, rupees 500 and 100 currency notes. Chief Minister Okrami Bobi has said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has failed to bring back black money stash in the foreign countries, so he has resorted to demonetization. The central government cannot give enough cash even for Manipur, which has less than 28 lakh population, he said. Most of the traders in the state are suffering. Some of the shopkeepers have shut down their shops. The border trade at Moray is also severely affected. N. Robin, a trader, said, as we use tokens to avoid cash, there is a little use for the 4 bank branches at Moray. We have never deposited big amounts with the banks, and now we cannot do so at all, as big deposits are subjected to scrutiny by the Income Tax Department. Meanwhile, following mob violence at 3 branches of State Bank of India, the bank authority said that it would be difficult to operate without additional armed policemen. There are armed police deployed in addition to bank's own security guards in view of the frequent haste by militants. Some students were hurt in a fight among some students at the boys' hostels of the government polytechnic at Takil. The incident occurred around 9:30 p.m. yesterday. According to reports received by the ISTV News, a group of students of the hostel summoned a person whom they suspected of stealing a mobile phone. Later, 7 or 8 advisors to the MSF came to the hostel, and then a fist fight occurred due to misunderstanding. A car and a couple of two-wheelers were also damaged in the incident, it is reported. Well, Chairman of ADC Senapati, M.L. Masand, has said that the step of imposing indefinite economic blockage by the United Naga Council is a right step. He told this to ISTV News today. He maintained that the people of Naga community will never accept declaring their land as Sadar Hills district. The issue can only be resolved through talks between Naga and Kuki people living in the area, he added.
Hojiki Sadar Hills da leiriba demand toriba mi sinduna aduda leiriba Naga leaders chahi kemurum oppose horaga lakpa memorandum kemurum iraga lakpa makhoi bu dikri sho oppose hodraga moina government da pressure pibudu khatanadi chumloi phaminaraga tanaminaraga ꯇꯧꯕꯗ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯕꯁꯨ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯂꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨꯁꯨ ways and means ꯇꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯈꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯥꯒꯥ ꯂꯤꯗꯔꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯆꯨꯝꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯂꯥꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯅꯥꯒꯥꯁꯤꯡꯅꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯄꯣꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯣꯄꯣꯁ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯃꯤꯗꯨꯗ ꯆꯠꯂꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯗꯤꯃꯥꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯅꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯌꯥꯕꯤꯔꯣꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤꯅ as a tribal as a Christian ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯕ ꯉꯥꯟꯅꯕ ꯌꯥꯕꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯁꯣꯂꯥ ꯂꯥꯛꯇꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯔꯥꯏꯠ ꯂꯩ ꯂꯥ ꯃꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯅ ꯄꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯨꯝꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯗ ꯂꯩꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯄ꯭ꯔꯣꯆꯇꯨ ꯈꯔ ꯂꯥꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯧꯏ.
The ADC chairman further said the resignations of councillors of Sadar Hills will not make the government declare Sadar Hills as district. He opined his views on the relationship of Meitei and Naga people in Manipur.
Meiteiga Nagagi chumedi Meiteiga Nagadi ahalsina haibagi mutuginadi Meiteiga Nagadi dispute le phamthoe khana phamthoe adubu maduda kukina laga khana bududi chumde haibadu aikhogi ahalmasina haibagi mutungina ai adumai laujabani.
Apunba Club and Mera Party members launched counter-economic blockade against the indefinite economic blockade called by United Naga Council at Pungdombam Lamkai at Imphal Ukhrul Road in Imphal East District today. It is reported that the goods which were seized are kept safely and will be handed over to the respective owners after the blockade is lifted. Protection and Preservation Committee Manipur has said that it is time the United Naga Council lifted its economic blockade, which is against 28 lakh people of Manipur. This was informed in a press release issued by the committee. The committee further said some businessmen and shop owners are adding difficulty of the people by selling commodities at exorbitant prices, taking advantage of the blockade. Therefore, it is time for all the protesting CSOs and other organizations to find an alternative way of protesting for making some demands. Chairman of ADC Senapati M.L. Masant yesterday inaugurated a newly constructed primary health center at Lai Village in Senapati district. Chief Medical Officer of Senapati district Dr. Loli and many others were present at the inaugural function. On the other hand, in connection with the day, an awareness program cum blood donation camp was held at Blood Bank of RIMS today. The awareness program cum blood donation camp was jointly organized by Welfare Association for the Blind, Manipur, Takil State Blood Cell, NHM, Manipur, Handicap Development Foundation, Lions Club of Imphal Greater, IHBT, RIMS and NSS Unit, Biramangol College, Seombung. A woman vendor of tribal market New Chikon expressed dissatisfaction to the ISTV News that the due inconveniences facing by people of the state, that is, the announcement of demonetization of 500 and 1,000 rupees currency notes and the month-long economic blockade have made untold hardship to manage their survival.
Nongi charatan banina nongi hingnangai hotna banina paisa gi maram sida jam barega hingmangam oigudore ba adu kari government dasu khara haining ba khara le adu oresu ekoi na di kari su hai bangam dare aikoi ko ramwar lupa lising ani pirak le hannanga su laite samanga pirage laite adu di karam hane duang na aikoi jamware market se koi bazar se.
Caretaker of tribal market Alun Haukip said due to the prolonged economic blockade, many of the hotels open at the market remain shut as the required items are not available on account of the economic blockade.
Asidagi gari chen basu yadre adudagi makoina hujuk phawa blockade sisu mari lena government nasu toba todre khoi su khangdre adu sida port zone ba insana pi zone basu jenga hujuk si hangam mapur madalupa kuntra lamna hagal leba asigi maramdani hujuk gam hangna lebase.
The 100th show of Sumang Leela Pakhang number 1 played by the Iramdam Manipur Artists Association, popularly known as Sanagi Ngagi Party, was presented at a simple but meaningful ceremony held at Sekmaizing Public Ground in Thoubal district at 2 p.m. today. The play was released on September 16 last. Addressing the gathering, co-producer of the play, N. Tomba Singh, thanked the people of the state for their love and continued support to the party. He also sought the blessing of the people in producing better plays in future, which can serve as a medium for social change. The play is written by Okram Kunjo and directed by Gitchandra Chongtham. Music director is Bideshwar Shangthem and produced by M. Tomba and O. Kunjo. Khongshai community residing in Cycle Assembly constituency today unanimously decided to field C.H. Azang Khongsai as a candidate of NPP in the Cycle Assembly constituency in the coming 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly election. The decision was taken after holding series of meetings by the said community. Azang Khongsai today held a meeting at his residence at Langol in the presence of chiefs of different villages in the constituency and leaders of the party. Speaking at the meeting, Party President Thangmin Lane Kipgent and President of Women Front of the party, G. Saitabati, said both Congress and BJP parties are already tested by the people. If we want to bring about good governance and a new government, the people have to choose another party instead of these two parties. On the other hand, State Working President of the party, C.H. Azang Khongsai, said Cycle is about 35 kilometers away from Imphal. However, the constituency is underdeveloped till today due to failure of those elected representatives of the constituency in the election in the past.
Tangdu leitana khoi praja sing na hingmangam darbo kan sifauda Bharat Sarkar haibatare BJP at the center Congress ki state leriba kari tauri thau phangde chanabok thau thum kayamta phangdre praja si pura anaba ma sigen leraba ICU da tharo ul leraba kana amta di yingidabugum Manipur ki praja lag kuntarit sa hujik lei.
Well, retired Major General Somnath Jha, who has been on a bicycle tour cycling across different places in the country in honor of martyred army men, reached Manipur today. It is worth mentioning that he has been on the tour for the last about 7 months and has covered about 12,000 kilometers so far. He was accorded a warm welcome in a solemn felicitation program organized by Sainik School alumni at IGAR South at Mantripukri. He is scheduled to leave Imphal tomorrow after cycling to Indian Army War Memorial Cemetery and INA Memorial at Moirang. An impoverished 9-year-old girl has been waiting for people's help as she needs both her kidneys transplanted for her life. She is Elizabeth of Tamenglong Ward number 2, who is at urology ward of rooms waiting for treatment that is only possible if someone extends financial assistance for the transplantation. Her grandmother Salim has drawn attention of the people who can help the young girl with the treatment. Elizabeth has been living with her granny ever since her parents abandoned her. Meanwhile, TG Girls Higher Secondary School and All Manipur Students Union has extended some assistance for treatment of the helpless child. Talking to media person, Salim expressed gratitude for the valuable help extended by the school and the student union. Some unknown person cut one of the main optical fiber lines of ISTV network near the waiting shed in front of Raj Bhavan complex around 8:20 last night. The optical line is not only providing signal in Imphal areas but also Thoubal, Senapati and Chandal district. It is still not known how some people cut the optical fiber line in the area that is fully illuminated and under high security surveillance. It is suspected that some people could have done it intentionally so that the important news programs and various other programs are not disseminated to the people in the set areas. The ISTV network appeals to public if anyone happens to come across such activity, he or she may contact the ISTV at 0385 03852459564 or 038524454040. Let's see the headlines once again. Many criminal cases pending in court due to non-submission of charge sheets by police, says Chief Justice Rakesh Ranjan Prasad. International Day of Person with Disabilities observed widely in state. And banks and ATMs run dry. Some banks put up notice saying RBI has not dispatched currency notes. With that, we wrap up this bulletin. Keep watching ISTV News.
अरोइबा खंगनजबा ISTV की सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स सिंदा सेट टॉप बॉक्स की वाफमदा अरोइबा ओइना खंगनजरी मदुदी अदोम की सब्सक्राइबर्स सिंगी लिस्ट थागतपिदुना VC कार्ड लौबियु वाफम असि चटलिबा नवंबर की तांग 19 फाउबगी मनुंग पांगथोकपियु लाकलिबा डिसेंबर की तांग अमदगी चैनल पुदिमक स्क्रैम्बल तौरगनी मरम अदुना चटलिबा था असिदा VC कार्ड पानबगी थबक लोइसिनबियु खंगनजरीबा सेक्रेटरी ISTV नेटवर्क.
Admission open. Foundation courses for class 6 to 10. Class Hogudaba Numit, Lagliba December Gitang, Teret, Matam, Nutil Gipung Mari Makaidin and Midang Gipung Teret Makai Fauba. Form submission Girovan Numit, Lagliba December Gitang Manga, Mafam, Aggrandized Humanitarian Institute, Cogatel Mayakwi Imphal. Contact number 80147 49027. Takpi Tambigata Boja Singdi. Chayol yu testing pangtok jagani ashwan ma ngang sing gidamukta extra class sing thamjari class sama da chhatra kun dagi hena rojoroi nupa masa sing amasung nupi masa sing tongan tongan bo boarding thamjari class 1 dagi 12 fabu gi home tuition gi khudong chaba thamjari class 3 dagi 10 fabu gi day boarding gi khudong chaba sing thamjare loina loina ayuk ki pung mapal tapa matam da tha ani gi wei spoken english class ho hugjaragani
Haujikandi numit khudingi maru marang thau thum sanga chaning bachaba yu toina thakpa masina liver solakani habase kanana su thajarude masidagi puk sagatpa चाबा तुमदबा चानिंग थकनिंग पोलक्तबा मसे लिबरना मथौ निंथीना तौरक्तबननि पुमनमा असिबु फहनबा